Felix Trinidad, Oscar De La Hoya, Manny Pacquiao, Dmitry Bivol, Artur Beterbiev, Bernard Hopkins, Floyd Mayweather. Damn.
Sugar Ray Leonard's latest analysis is shaking the boxing world because he has boldly stated that Terence Crawford has the tools to completely dismantle Canelo Alvarez. For Leonard, this fight isn't a fantasy, it's a masterclass waiting to unfold. His words aren't just an opinion, they're a tactical roadmap showing how skill can overcome power. Saul Canelo Alvarez, the man who once shared the ring with the undefeated Floyd Mayweather, recently said that his upcoming opponent, Terence Bud Crawford, isn't just good, he's better than Mayweather. That explosive remark spread across the boxing world and reached someone who understands greatness better than almost anyone alive. When Sugar Ray Leonard was asked about Canelo's shocking statement, his reply was calm, simple, and cut straight through the noise. With a slight shake of his head, Leonard delivered a 5-word reality check that now defines this debate. Hey, they've got to prove that. It wasn't a dismissal, it was a challenge. Leonard knows greatness isn't earned through hype or bold predictions. It's proven. His skepticism carries weight because he has lived through these storylines before.
What do you make of Crawford, Canelo saying Crawford's better than Floyd?
Hey, they gotta prove that.
We may be witnessing a modern-day sequel to the unforgettable 1987 clash between Marvelous Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard. At its core, that fight was a battle between complete opposites. Hagler was the stronger, bigger champion, the undisputed middleweight king who dominated with sheer force. Leonard was the smaller, faster technician, a welterweight returning from a long retirement, stepping up in weight for a daring shot at greatness. Everyone thought his plan was crazy. Leonard knew he couldn't overpower Hagler, so he relied on movement, sharp timing, and a brilliant strategy to frustrate the champion in key rounds. Today, the dynamic looks strikingly similar. Canelo, like Hagler, is naturally bigger. He rules the super middleweight division with pressure, body attacks, and constant physicality. Fighters who remain stationary get broken down. On the other hand, Terence Crawford resembles Leonard in many ways. He's smaller but widely considered the most adaptable and intelligent fighter of his era, an undefeated, undisputed champion who switches stances, controls range, and adjusts like a chess grandmaster. Just like Leonard moved up to face Hagler, Crawford is daring to challenge a physically superior champion. When asked whether size or speed matters more, Sugar Ray Leonard never hesitates. Speed. And he knows from experience that the smaller man can win, but only with a near-perfect plan.
Size or speed? Well, what usually wins in fights? Because that's what they're saying the tale of Canelo Crawford is.
Speed. I like speed.
Speed.
Speed, yeah.
Sugar, as a fighter yourself who's moved up in weight, what were like questions that you were trying to answer for yourself in the ring, kind of against the bigger guy?
What's my waist? My waist size. 32, 42. Yeah. You don't get that, do you? You don't understand what I'm trying to say. It's what you feel. It's a feel.
Speaking about Crawford's challenge of moving up in weight, Leonard shared advice only someone of his experience could offer. He said, I mean, that's true, but you know what? There's always a way. There's always a way to win. For Crawford, that way is using speed as a weapon. He cannot afford to trade power shots with Canelo. Instead, he must rely on angles, constant lateral movement, and sharp counterpunching, the same formula Leonard used against Hagler. The mission isn't to knock Canelo out. It's to outthink him, frustrate him, and score points while making him miss repeatedly. It's a dangerous 12-round tightrope where one mistake can cost everything. Leonard proved it can be done. But Canelo Alvarez is a more calculated fighter than Hagler was. He has spent his entire career learning how to neutralize fighters built like Crawford.
What about Crawford do you think can bridge the weight gap? Or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
I mean, that's true, but you know what? There's always a way. Put it that, there's always a way. There's always a way to win.
Canelo's strategy will be simple yet ruthless. Cut off the ring and apply intelligent pressure. He won't chase Crawford recklessly. Instead, he'll close distance gradually, using a tight high guard to block shots while targeting Crawford's body. His main weapon won't just be headshots, but relentless body attacks designed to slow Crawford's legs. Just as Hagler tried to trap Leonard, Canelo will try to limit Crawford's movement and force exchanges where his size and power prevail. We've seen this story before. Fighters like Caleb Plant and Billy Joe Saunders boxed well early, but were eventually broken by Canelo's pressure and body work. He'll try to turn the fight into a physical battle, taking away Crawford's mobility. This clash, Crawford's intelligence and speed versus Canelo's strength and pressure, is what makes the matchup fascinating. For Canelo, a win would be another monumental achievement, defeating an undefeated pound-for-pound great and strengthening his legacy. But for Crawford, it could be the greatest milestone of his career. He would become the first fighter to become undisputed at 140, undisputed at 147, and then move to 168 to beat a modern legend. The accomplishment would put him among the all-time greats, alongside legends like Sugar Ray Leonard. With so much at stake, the psychological battle has already begun. So why did Canelo say Crawford is better than Mayweather? Was it honest respect or a calculated mind game to raise the hype? Maybe both. But there's irony here. The only way Canelo can prove that statement true is by losing to Crawford, which he definitely doesn't plan on doing. Crawford is a hell of a fighter.
Crawford is a hell of a fighter. You know, if it goes the distance, he might be able to get that decision win. But I think if there's a knockout, then it might be Canelo who's getting the knockout win.
Crawford all the way. Hey, listen, it's going to be a good fight, though. I feel like he has what it takes to bring the upset. I really do. Granted, the size is a big issue.
From the last 3 fights, I believe Crawford wins.
I like Crawford, but I gotta go with my mi gallo is Canelo. So I gotta rock with Canelo. I think the size makes a difference.
Canelo, but you gotta take your head off to Terrence Crawford for just moving up multiple weight divisions.
I have Canelo winning. More comfortable at 168. Crawford's a great fighter, but I think the weight problem might be a big problem.
It's a tangled web of psychological warfare meant to keep Crawford thinking and to control the narrative leading up to the fight.
Crawford, or may use the same game plan?
I don't know. I don't really know. But, you know, I put that fight in other place right now. I think Crawford is a little better than Mayweather. But Canelo have more experience right now. No.
Canelo fanboys, please explain to me how Terrence Crawford is actually better than Floyd Mayweather. If Crawford ain't fought not one elite fighter and Mayweather's beat the most world champions in the history of the sport of boxing, someone please explain to me how Terrence Crawford is actually better than Floyd Mayweather.
Ultimately, this incredible matchup comes down to a timeless question. Will history repeat itself? Will the smaller, faster, more technically gifted fighter pull off a masterful upset like Leonard did against Hagler? Or will the bigger, stronger champion impose his will and prove that some mountains are simply too high to climb? The parallels are clear, the stakes massive, and opinions fiercely divided. But perhaps the best insight comes from a man who's lived it all. When Sugar Ray Leonard was asked who would win, he simply said, "Whoever wants to win will win." It's about heart, desire, and the will of a true champion. It's a reminder that in a fight of this magnitude, victory isn't decided by speed or size alone, but by the fighter willing to prove it.
Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford, remind me if I'm wrong, but you moved up insane amounts of weight to fight Lanny Dadone and you pulled it off.
Yeah.
How were you able to do it? And what, if Crawford's listening to this or Canelo's listening, what do you tell them about their fight?
Whoever wants to win will win. You know what I mean? I'm not being funny. Whoever wants to win will win.
The will overcomes everything. That's how you do it. I appreciate you, Gracie, you so much, and keep doing the good work.
So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our upcoming content. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.